Hello everyone, in this tutorial we'll be showing you how to draft in Yahoo Fantasy Football. We have our Yahoo Fantasy app and we're going to open it, and if you're here you just want to go over to football at the top area, it's going to take you to football. So we have Yahoo H2H PTS 3187, this league right here, and you can see that the drafting is ahead. However, you can do a mock draft. A mock draft is a way to sharpen your skills in drafting. Now we know that there are other competitions when you're drafting, so you need to draft the best players for your team. Now you will be selecting a player at a time. At most you might be selecting 2 players at a time during the selection phase. So we're going to choose mock draft because it's practically the same whether it's a mock draft or the real thing. And so when you select it, you see this page, and at the top you can see NFL mock drafts, and at the bottom you can see MLB mock drafts, right? So we want NFL mock draft, and you can see right here there are 2 different leagues that we can join. We have the wide right, and then we have a West Coast offense, right? And you can see that the first one, wide right, is 1 of 14 members, and the second one is 6 of 12 members. Currently it's 9, so we're going to tap on it because this means that it's almost complete for others to join and start the mock draft. Remember, this doesn't apply when you're drafting normally, because when the date for drafting comes, everyone is expected to be there. And as you can see, the draft is currently full. So because it's currently full, we're going to go to the previous one, wide right, tap on it, and we have the option to join. We're going to tap on quick join, and we're currently in line for drafting. So we're going to wait for others to join at this point. And finally, when a draft is about to begin, you will see at the top, draft begins in 1 minute and 14 seconds from now. So we just need to wait. Now, do take note that we're going to be picking first. As you can see, pick first. And then it also says here, you pick first. Now, these are the list of players, so you'll need to be quick about this because when you get to pick, you'll need to select the best player, and then you'll need to wait for others to also pick. So it's kind of a game of the fastest fingers, and you'll need to have made your research on the players that will best suit your team. So we're waiting for a few more seconds, and then we'll be selecting a player. And so in 3, 2, 1, and it's my turn to pick, and I have less than 30 seconds to pick a player. So right away, I will be going with JJ's wide receiver before my time is up. I'm going to tap on the draft. Of course, you could simply tap on the player, of course, and then see others. Then you have the draft now at the bottom. I'm going to tap on draft now at this point, and then you can see that it's another person's time to draft. So I'll need to wait for up to 26 picks. So let's wait and see what happens. Now, it is important to note that if you don't pick when it's your turn, your player might be selected automatically, or you will lose your chance to pick. So let's wait and see what happens. So one more thing you could be doing while you're in the queue for others is to look through other players that you might be interested in. Of course, it's good to have the first option of your player, the second option, and the third option. The reason is simple. If you have your first pick and that person is taken, you'll need to have a backup on a backup on another backup. As you can see, number 10 is currently here, A.S.T. Brown, and if he's chosen, that means that your choice has been taken. So you can see number 10 has been taken, number 11 has been taken, 12, 13, and it's currently at 16, 17, and this is what happens when there is a draft. And then it's going to see your next turn. So this basically tells you that you need to select from this area down because all these players will most likely be taken already, and I'm currently up in the next 2 picks, and I'll need to wait for this to happen. Most likely I will be going with T. Higgins because he has the highest ranking of 28. Of course, this is not the only type of player I want because I've already chosen a wide receiver, but I will be going with the wide receiver once again, and then when it's my turn another time, I will be looking for an RB. Now when you see WR, RB, QB, these are positions, of course, as you know, and you need to fill your squad according to what's needed. So I'm going to choose T. Higgins, and then you can see I have another turn, and this is how it's arranged, and I get to choose another person. I'm going to look for a QB, and then I'll have to wait for another 20 plus number of picks before I get to pick again. So I'm going to be scrolling down, and you can see here your next turn, right? So I'm going to have a review of my options from these set of players right here. If I choose from above them, there is a high chance that they will be taken by others. So I'm just going to have to look through this area right here from J. Williams, Laporta, Mayfield, etc. So let's wait for our turn. So you'll need to repeat this processes until the draft is over. And this is how you get to draft players on the Fantasy Football app. As you can see, it's almost my turn again, and it's my turn, and I'll be having 2 turns in succession. So I will be choosing TE, Laporta, and a right back. I'm going to go with R. Harvey. And then, of course, as you're selecting your players, you can see the show drafted players right here. I'm going to tap on it. And these are the players that have been drafted. I'm going to hide drafted players. And there we have those who haven't been drafted. After all of them have been selected and the draft is over, you will have all the players whom you selected ready to play for you on your team. If you look at the top, you can see that I will be coming up in about 9 picks. So if it's your turn, you'll need to be on standby to get things ready. Have your first pick, your second pick, and your third pick. Although we know whom we're going for next, we could go for Robinson or Harris. So let's wait. So because this is a mock draft, it helps you to see how you can have your quick fingers and do your research and make the best selection of players out there. And now it's our turn again. Before 25 seconds is going to pass, we're going to select more players. We're going to say N. Harris, and then select another player. Great. At the bottom right here, you can see players, which is what we're currently on, and then you have queue, draft order, and results. So here you can see the results, and you can see whom you've picked, etc. And then you also have a queue. Then you have your draft order, and then you have your players once again. And it's almost our turn to select or draft players. So these are the steps to follow in order to successfully draft in Yahoo Fantasy Football. Remember, this applies whether it's a mock draft or a live draft.